This is Southern Copperhead, Agkistrodon contortix. Just an overview about the Copperhead species. There's 5 subspecies: the southern, northern, Trans-Pecos, broadband, and Osage. I forgot one there for a second. Their venom is hemotoxic. It's really mainly designed to take down their prey. It's considered very potent for their prey. A bite from a human, you might need an amputation, but 9 times out of 10 you're not going to die. Copperheads are the most common venomous snakes found in North America. They result for most of the venomous snake bites. They're found as far north as southern Pennsylvania. I might be mistaken. As far south as the Florida Panhandle, and as far west as western Texas, the Trans-Pecos. They're rather docile snakes. As you can tell, he's not really worried about getting away unless I provoke him. He's just trying to figure out why there's a camera staring at him. They use that color for great camouflage. Like if you're walking through a leaf-littered forest and one just happens to be still while you're walking past it, you'll probably never see it unless it started vibrating its tail or retreated really quick. They have a very painful bite. The hemotoxic venom causes hemorrhaging and attacks the red blood cells and causes clotting, if I'm not mistaken. They're closely related to Cottonmouth, who we have over there, and the rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes are the more dangerous of the North American pit vipers, and copperheads are the least dangerous. The cottonmouths being an in-between. If you ever come across a copperhead or any snake in the wild and you're unsure of what it is, please don't try to kill it or catch it, because that's how most snake bites occur. And when they are venomous, they can cause serious injury. Snakes in the wild are best left alone and don't muck with them, as Steve Irwin would say. That's just a little info about the southern copperhead. Hope you enjoy. Here's the subadult version of the southern copperhead, Agkistrodon contortix. And as you can see, they don't really change pattern much. Sometimes they get brighter, sometimes they get darker. One key characteristic in copperheads and baby Agkistrodon species is, as babies, see if you can see his. We'll have to open it up a little bit and zoom in. But they have bright green tails. You can't really see it on him. But as they grow older, they lose it. It's actually used for caudal lure. They'll wiggle their tails like a worm until a prey item gets within strike range, and once a prey item gets close enough, it tags it, waits for it to die, and tracks it and eats it. Very cool little animals. Here we have a Florida cottonmouth, Agkistrodon piscivorus conanti. As the name says it, they're native throughout Florida and extreme southern Georgia and extreme southeast Alabama. There are 3 subspecies of cottonmouth: Agkistrodon piscivorus conanti, Florida cottonmouth, which we have here, Agkistrodon piscivorus leucostoma, the western cottonmouth, which is found in the central eastern part of the U.S., and Agkistrodon piscivorus is the eastern cottonmouth, found in eastern part of the U.S. They are the only aquatic pit viper living in swampy areas, eating fish and frogs and pretty much whatever they can fit in their mouth. They are the garbage disposals of the pit viper family. There's even been one reported eating roadkill. Average length for a cottonmouth, depending on the subspecies, is around 4 to 5 feet. Very heavy bodied snakes with darker colors as adults, but as you can see, as babies, they have very striking patterns. Their venom is hemotoxic. It's far more potent than well, I wouldn't say far more potent, but it's more potent than the copperhead venoms. But it's not as potent as any of your rattlers or the North American coral snakes. If cornered, the reason they're called cottonmouths, they will coil their bodies around their heads and gape their mouth open, showing a pure cotton white color inside their mouth. And if cornered and they feel they cannot get away, they will strike and they will stand their ground. But if they can retreat, they're going to very quickly. For the record, yes, I do have hook in my hand. Their venom causes pretty much the same thing as the copperhead. Hemorrhaging, swelling, destroys red blood cells, sometimes causes necrosis, shuts down your organs, and is very painful. A bite from an Agkistrodon piscivorus species is an immediate medical emergency and requires immediate medical attention for the crowfat antivenom, which is the antivenom for all North American pit vipers. If you approach one of these little devils in the wild, please do not mess with it, because cottonmouths are very much more dangerous than a copperhead, and almost as dangerous as a rattlesnake. They only should be kept by keepers who have at least a year and a half experience. Myself, I have about a year. And this little guy still scares me because of his unpredictableness. But I'll be as careful and responsible with him as possible. Hope you guys enjoyed the educational venomous vid. And hopefully a feeding vid sometime next week. Well, maybe a few, since I changed up a new schedule. Thanks for watching.